That's a wrap. That was a little loud. Hello good people of the internet, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who haven't been here before, hi, my name is Anna and I hope that you stick around. So yet again, it has been a while since I was here last, and I gotta admit, it's been a very special year for me. My confidence has taken a huge blow. So every time I felt motivated to film, I would film, edit them, and even post them online only to take them down again. So I don't even know if this video will see the light of day, but if you're watching it right now, it means that it has. So here we go. Anybody who knows me knows that not only am I passionately obsessed with makeup, but I also have a very strong passion for perfume. One of the things that I miss about working retail is that not only do I miss selling perfume, but I miss talking about perfume, about the notes, about the stories, about the brands, everything that has to do with perfumes. Now, this is something that I've been thinking about for a very long time, and like I said, when I felt motivated to film, I've actually implemented perfumes to my videos, but like I said, I've only taken them down again. But then I had the idea, since I miss talking about perfume so much, I thought, hey, I have a YouTube channel, I have a platform, so I thought, why not rant to strangers on the internet about perfume instead of chatting my friends and family's ears off. To kick these series off, today's video will be all about vanilla perfumes, or at least perfumes that contains vanilla, because it is autumn. Today it was actually a chill in the air, so we're now in that time of the year where we need something heavier. We need some vanilla, a little darker, a little sweeter. So today's video is all about vanilla notes and perfumes that contains this, and these are my 4 top picks from my collection that contains vanilla. If you want to know what those perfumes are, then please keep on watching. So first up is Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Milk. Earlier this summer, I ordered a sample bottle of this one, and at first I was like, no. But then I gave it a try and I wore it more and more, and I fell more and more in love with it, and I ended up buying this travel size bottle, and now the full size bottle is on my wish list. Just to say to customers that if you know 3 notes that is a repeating pattern among the perfumes that you tend to go for, then you're good. And that's why I ended up buying a sample of this, because it has vanilla, jasmine, and woody notes that are the notes that I tend to go for, and they're also always rounded off with some fruitiness in the top. Definitely of like tonic vanilla, but when you first spray it, you do get that hit of fruitiness, and when you spray it, to me, it smells like you're in the middle of a flower bed. You hold a milkshake in your hand, and you're taking the first sip as you're breathing in all of those flowers. That's what this scent is to me. And you do get that like tonic note, and vanilla comes through more and more as it dries down. And then you have these woody notes in the dry down that just ties it all together. And it's a comforting scent, and I feel like most vanilla scents are very comforting, and on my skin vanilla becomes very warm, so to me it's also a very warm, cozy, cuddly fragrance. I know this has a lot of mixed reviews, but I've fallen more and more in love with it every time I've worn it, and just can't get enough. Then we have Dolce & Gabbana, the only one in 10. Even though this is considered more a floral scent, it makes the cut in this video for me, because on my skin, the vanilla becomes very protrudent, and it becomes one of those warm vanilla, well, floral vanilla scents for me. And like Vanilla Milk, this also contains jasmine, vanilla, of course, vanilla and woody notes. And it also has neroli to it that gives it that very green and fresh scent, and it just smells so good. This has actually also been my going out scent and has been a great compliment getter. Even though it's floral, it's very gourmand. I just wanna eat it. And it smells really sophisticated. It smells like you got your life together. This one is actually inspired by the tropical coast of France, so you would think it's a great summer scent. Well, for me, no. It opens with a fresh hit of peach and a little bit of almond, and then it sort of dries down into the vanilla. When I've worn this in summer, it smells like I've trying to hide the fact that I haven't showered in a few days by wearing deodorant on top. And like I've mentioned, the vanilla in this becomes very warm on my skin, and even though it has fruit to it, because this is definitely a fruity vanilla, that fruitiness doesn't really help it. So it becomes too sweet and it smells like I'm trying to mask the fact that I haven't showered in a few days. But in the winter, however, this is so fresh and so clean and just, and again, so cozy and just cuddly, and it's just, it's like a hug. And it has Tahitian and bourbon vanilla in it, and fragrances that contains very sweet notes, they become very sweet on me. So the bourbon vanilla in this is very protruding on my skin, and that's why it's sort of sickening in the summer. But in winter, it is so clean and it's so fresh, and just, this is also a eau de toilette, so it has a very discreet scent bubble and people won't pass out when they sit next to you. They will just have that whiff. Even though it's an eau de toilette, it actually has a very good lasting power on me, and it layers very well with other scents as well. Ah yes, number 2. I remember when I first smelled this, I fell instantly in love. I do feel a little biased because when I worked retail and I sold perfume, this brand was actually my favorite brand to sell, and the story behind the brand was also my favorite story to tell. So because of that, I do feel a little biased, and this is like my little baby. Like Vanille Iconique, this also opens with a fresh hit, but of mandarin orange and also fig. But then it has this hazelnut that sort of rounds out the sweetness of that. And then in the dry down, it becomes more floral before it settles down into the vanilla. It's just, it's sort of a familiar smell. To me, it smells like a sunny day in fall where the temperatures hasn't really dropped yet, so you can just put on a knitted sweater in the evening when it's cold. Even though they have a different body and this doesn't contain coconut, I will say that this falls in the same category as Versace Cristal Noir. So I'm sure if you like Versace Cristal Noir, you're going to love this too. And I felt like I couldn't make this video without some honorable mentions, and those honorable mentions are some boozy vanillas. When I say boozy vanillas, I mean vanilla fragrances that contains rum. I have a thing for scents that contains rum. So the first honorable mention is Ellis Brooklyn Bee. This of course contains vanilla, but also rum, cacao, sandalwood, and even honey. And all of that just makes it this sweet, boozy, warm, delicious scent. You get hit with the honey in the opening, but then it just settles down into the sweet, delicious, foaming at the mouth, beautiful, boozy vanilla. Oh, I love it! And the second honorable mention is Vanilla Diorama by Dior. I just have a decant of it, and that's why it's on an honorable mention. Again, this contains rum, cacao, sandalwood, and of course vanilla. It's just sexy, and this is one of those that I can't decide if I want to wear it myself or if I want someone around me to wear it so that I can smell them all day. But it's just, it smells so good. Think about a dark bar with Chesterfield couches and cigarette smoke all over, and a guy sitting in a Chesterfield chair with a glass of rum and just swirling it around in his hand while holding a cigar. And it's just so sexy. And last but not least, this is not a boozy vanilla. This is just a chef's kiss vanilla, and the reason why it's in honorable mentions is because I made a dedicated TikTok to it. So if you want to check that out, follow the link down below. To me, this is just perfection in a bottle. It just hits all my spots. It has the vanilla, it has the jasmine, it has the woody notes, and the little fruitiness to round everything off. It makes me feel things. I absolutely love this. This is actually empty. And like I've mentioned in that TikTok, I actually have 2 bottles of this in backup because when I was halfway through this, I realized I would run through it like there was no tomorrow, so I had to stock up on it. So that was it for my top picks of vanilla fragrances from my collection. And if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more dedicated fragrance videos like this, then please subscribe. So from now on, this channel will not only be makeup, but it will also be some perfume. So if you want to follow that journey, then please subscribe. And I hope that you like this video. And until next time, bye. Mwah.